New at 5, a coalition of governors in 20 states in the country has formed an alliance to try to expand access to abortions, as many states across the country are trying to restrict abortion even more. KRON 4's Kerman reports.
Ever since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade last June, ending the constitutional right to an abortion, states across the nation have either been expanding access or restricting it. Now Governor Newsom and 19 other governors across the nation have formed the Reproductive Freedom Alliance so these states can work together to expand access to abortion.
We have to do a lot of work to fortify access, not only for people who live in those states, but people who are traveling to those states. So there are privacy issues, there are security issues, there are reimbursement issues that all need to now be resolved and worked on at a state level. And so again, this is a way that states can learn from each other.
California's passage of Prop 1 guaranteed the right to reproductive freedom in the state constitution. But in a statement Tuesday, the governor said California can't do it alone. This alliance, he said, is a moral obligation to what is right and will stand as a firewall to fight for and protect providers, patients, and all who are affected by these attacks on fundamental rights.
These 20 governors also represent 170 million people, so more than half the U.S. population. And I think just our strength will hopefully create that kind of safe haven, not only for our own residents of our 20 states, but also for people across the country.
And that sharing of best practices may be even more critical in the days ahead. Later this week, a federal judge in Texas is expected to rule as to whether a drug commonly used in medication abortions can continue to be used.
We hope that there's not a bad decision, but this gives people an indication that the assaults against reproductive health care are not going to stop. They are going to continue.
Kerman, KRON 4 News.